Halfway home out there in Salt Lake City, and the Houston Rockets getting 15 points out of James Harden, who leads the league in scoring and is second in assists. Has 15 in the first half. Rockets with a 51-46 lead over the Jazz. American Express halftime report coming to you from Studio J here in Atlanta. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny, and Charles. Our American Express teammates from the first half come from the Houston Rockets. Kind of giving away the James Harden aspect of this one with his 15 points in the first half. On 4 of 11 shooting, Chris Paul, 9 points, 5 assists, hitting 4 of his 7 shots. And Shaq, when we talk about Chris Paul, you're talking about he's played 8 games, played the first game, and then he sat out. And then they're 7-0 since he came back. So they've not lost a game with Chris Paul in the lineup.
You know, a lot of so-called experts speculated that these two would not be able to play together. But
who are those so-called experts?
It doesn't matter because they're not us. So they're not qualified to even speak on what guys can do and what they can't do. But anyway, tonight he's just doing it all tonight. Playing defense right here. This possession right here, you know, he's not really known for defensive player. Got those young, fresh legs. Do what you're supposed to do. And then I like this because, you know, when he was with the Clippers, he always looked for a shot. But here he's looking for other guys because he knows he has weapons now. And this is the Chris Paul we all know. He still can get his. That's why I say Ernie tonight, he's doing it all. And yes, they can play together. Yes, they will go far in the Western Conference. Can they beat Golden State? I don't think so.
In the 7 games since he has returned, Houston #1 in the league in offensive and defensive efficiency. Charles, I could have sworn, Chuck, that you were one of those guys who thought that wasn't a good fit, Chris Paul in Houston.
Well, I think they're going to play well. I think Mike D'Antoni's the offensive genius. I think James Harden is probably the MVP other than LeBron. I always give the guy the MVP with the better record, so I would say LeBron, Kyrie, James Harden. But
no Greek freak.
No Greek freak.
Oh, cut it out.
No, he's better than all the players I mentioned except LeBron. But check, we reward winning. This team is good. They're gonna go deep. Well, it depends on who they play.
It's quite an answer.
It really depends on who.
Can they beat Golden State?
No,
not for it.
No, they can't.
So you're saying that with the addition of Chris, has it made them better than they were last year?
They're not better. I mean, they're pretty much the same boat because you got to understand something. Okay. When you talk about, you have to say to yourself, James Harden, Chris Paul, Steph and Clay. Steph and Clay. Mm-hmm. Because it ain't about beating the Utah Jazz or the Portland Trail Blazers. The question is, they're trying to beat the Golden State Warriors. They're going to be exciting. They're going to be fun to watch. The problem is they're not as good defensively as the Golden State Warriors.
Okay, Utah, on the other hand. So you lose Gordon Hayward. What has Utah done? Here they come in 13-12 coming into this game, which is better than I think a lot of folks thought they would be 25 games in.
Yeah, they are.
Thank you.
I thought you were going to make a Christmas run, Jack.
Nope.
All right.
Next week.
The one thing that they do different, they change ends of the floor differently. So now, as James Harden comes in, you know, you have 3 or 4 guys that once the shot is up, they're in sprint mode. So freeze it here. So we have everyone's in sprint mode, everyone's in out. Where last year they were in jog mode looking for the play. Now they come up, and because of Donovan Mitchell, a guy who can create on his own, he's going to find people and make things happen early in transition, things that they didn't do before. And again, if we want to put people in sprint mode, and as they sprint here, now we find Rippy Rubio. Freeze it here. Now we're in transition. We got Gobert over here. We got the weak side. So Chris Paul is back. We really have the advantage. And even if we have Rubio take a shot, who's not a great shooter, we have offensive rebound ability, and Cephalosha still knocks down the shot because he's a better shooter in stand-up situations. But then they still can go back to the classic pin down, pick and roll, find favorites for the dunk. So to me, I like this Utah team without Gordon Hayward, which I would not have said I would have liked at the beginning of the season.
Love me some Donovan Mitchell. Come on.
First of all, a couple of things, Ernie. Number one, Donovan Mitchell is He's playing fantastic.
Yeah.
He's a terrific rookie. But you remember, the last year I criticized them because they were trying to keep the game at like 100, and you're not going to win many NBA games at 100 anymore. Quinn Snyder has taken the reins off this team. They play a lot faster. They've scored, I'm pretty sure they've scored 100 points, probably maybe more than they did all of last year.
Yeah, they average 103, and the defense is still there. They allow 99.
You got to score.
Yeah, exactly. Before we go to break, a tweet. Because earlier tonight, Kenny had that wig, and who's tweeting but
my first coach,
Bill Russell.
One of the greatest men I ever
Bill Russell.
First coach. Hey, coach, it is me. Put me in the game, coach. It's still me, baby. Put me in the game.
You know what? That's one of the greatest men ever, Bill Russell. I love you.
Ever.
Why he had you sitting on the front of the bus?
Because he didn't want me next to them losers.
Classic.
Welcome to the American Express Halftime Report.